So one of the new things that they've said is that in Brazil, all of the Brazil missions, you don't need suit coats anymore. So you don't need to buy one. If you're looking at it, you don't need to. You won't ever use it. I can guarantee you. I brought mine. I think I used it when I got there and when I left, and that was it. I never used it a day in my mission. It spent 2 years in the closet. Other than that, you're kind of limited when you're going down there on weight for travel. It's 70 pounds. It's 23 or 24 kilos that you're allowed, and that's it on the international flight. But inside, originally it was that way inside the mission too for the transfers, because we do a lot of the transfers by plane. But then one of the members is actually the CEO of an airline the mission uses a lot. So he gave the missionaries a weight limit of 60 kilos, which is about 130, 140 pounds. So you're not going to bring a lot of stuff with you when you go down, but you can have your parents send some stuff down there and have it waiting for you when you get there. You don't want to go overboard with it. There were a couple of missionaries that they went overboard with it and they had to leave stuff behind, which is really sad, because that weight limit is actually really there. Because when you go to an area that is really isolated, you're going and you're bringing 3 boxes of the Book of Mormon with you. You're bringing 100 books with you, along with your luggage, and that'll be on your name. So there is some stuff that you can kind of get by with it. There's a couple of the airports, it's like they'll let you buy with up to 5 kilos extra overweight, and they won't charge you with it for just Azul. The other lines, they'll charge you for it, and sometimes it can get expensive. But generally, just short sleeve shirts. You won't really use long sleeve shirts. Maybe down in the south you might, because I heard that it gets cold there, but I was never there. I went down there for 6 months. I never ran into the cold. So you're just gonna use short sleeve shirts, and that's about it. Get an umbrella, because it rains a lot. It really does. My first rainstorm there, it was 10 minutes of rain, but you had 4 inches of water in the road when it stopped. It was nuts. And that wasn't even the worst one that I ran into. In Cruzeiro do Sul, we had a rainstorm. It was all day, and it just poured the whole day. So about 9 o'clock at night, there was kind of a flash flood down in the city center, and we were down there at the time. It wasn't a huge deal, but the water, it was like mid-calf deep. And it was still pouring, and we had to get somewhere because we had the cell phone, and some of we had another companionship. They were looking at getting a different apartment because they were getting way overcharged and everything. So we had the cell phone, and the financial secretary was going to be calling. So we're like, we just got to go. We got to run. So we took off running in this rainstorm, and it was just shoes filled up. You're completely soaking wet. You couldn't get any wetter if you jumped in a pool. It's just, everything is soaking wet. And my shoes didn't dry out for anything 3 days. Be smart about it. You don't need all that you think you will. Don't bring a lot of like the hygiene stuff. Like a toothbrush and toothpaste, everything, bring it. You can get shampoo down there. It's cheap. It's really cheap. So you can get a lot of the stuff that you need down there.